Hey guys, it's Rhys from Media Dump Theater. People online talk about awesome RPGs a lot. The ones that come to mind are usually Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger, Earthbound, and even Undertale. But a series that is also known for great RPGs is the Mario RPG sub-series. The games are known for having a very fun turn-based battle system and having the best writing in Mario history. The games like Bowser's Inside Story, Paper Mario 64, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, Origami King, and even Super Mario RPG are incredible games that give something high quality for everyone to enjoy. Even though I would love to yap on about how good these games are, that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm here today to talk about the fan base itself. Not how the fan base can be toxic at points, but a particular group of fans. A dedicated group of fans coming together to make something special. That is what I'd call Paperverse. Paperverse is a team of creatives who love the Paper Mario series. They run a YouTube channel and Twitter account to promote indie games that take inspiration from the Paper Mario series in any way. If it's inspired by Paper Mario's art style or gameplay, these guys showcase new and upcoming indie games in such of a way that you'd be tricked into thinking that some of the art they used to present their videos were really made by Nintendo. But well, these guys are just an indie studio who are just making something that they love. They help to promote new indie developers on their game dev journeys, and they show a lot of passion towards these types of video games. So today, I'm going to show you games that Paperverse has promoted in their direct video. Disclaimer, some of these games have already been released, and I have not played them, but I have been learning about them, and I still do recommend supporting these creators, even though I haven't played these games. Paperverse has presented them in such a way that I can just feel all the skill that the devs have done in these games. So these are just the games from their videos that I'm the most excited about. Enjoy! Number 10. Slime Breaker. Though I don't really love how the game looks, it's a little too pixelated for my taste, it still has me excited for one thing only: its ideas for the story. From what I gather from the trailer and promotional art, this game looks like it has a villain protagonist that's guided by a mysterious and even creepier villain. The game looks like the main goal is simple: vanquish all the monsters out of spite. All monsters must be hunted down, and they must be desecrated out of spite. The music seems pretty good, and the voice acting for the villain is great.
You're sure full of hope for someone eaten by a slime monster. Oh! It seems you have something much stronger than hope. You're full of spite.
The combat looks like classic Paper Mario mixed with Final Fantasy. To some people, this sounds a lot like Undertale, but there's one big difference. Undertale tests your morality by having you choose what path you take. For this, there's only one path, and it's the bad ending. Number 9. Culebra and the Souls of Limbo. It was very hard for me to actually describe this game, but I knew it was going to be something special. Culebra was, oh my god, it has a aesthetic that is just so wondrous. It captures the feeling of the Day of the Dead, and it's gorgeously ingraining on the feeling of Spanish culture, while telling a complex story, as well as a game that resets time kinda like Majora's Mask. This game is a somewhat puzzle adventure game with a gorgeous style that I think I might pick up. Number 8. Contract Killer. I love action beat-em-up games. They're satisfying, stylish, and overall fun. Contract Killer is a unique beast. You play as writing implements like pencils or pens that fight paper and suitcases for some reason. Some of the bosses look really cool, the music sounds good, and I adore the art style. It perfectly blends the 3D objects with paper sprites and still makes everything look like a classic arcade beat-em-up. The combat looks fun and interesting, and the multiple writing tools you can play as look fun too. I'm for sure picking it up on Steam, especially since it's only $11. Sonatina for number 7. This game is incredibly early in development, but the main concept was enough to get me hooked. This game is a Paper Mario inspired Souls-like with shoot-em-up combat reminding me of Undertale. In the trailer, I did see problems though. I see a lot of the game's camera clipping from the main character. I also don't like how when you're walking forward, you don't see the back of the character. You just see the front walking animation. Like I said, this is a very early in development game, so I do think these problems will be fixed in the future. The game looks great aesthetically, and I love the idea of a Paper Mario Souls-like, so I'm looking forward to it. Number 6. The Outbound Ghost. This game actually had a full release on Switch and Steam in 2022. So this is one of the more accessible games on this list. I love how the game looks. The paper-looking ghosts with great-looking 3D backgrounds will always be a visual treat. The battle system looks nice, and seeming like their own spin on classic Paper Mario. The exploration looks really good, and the story seems okay. I don't think this game will be all that special, but I think it will be solid. Number 5, Vivid Spirit. This was the game I was actually the most excited about until I played the demo. It's not like the demo was bad, but I was a bit disappointed. In the trailer, they showed the game off by using a speed run. It made me feel like I was going to play a fast-paced 2D platformer, but the controls weren't as fast as I wanted them to be. It's not like I hated it, but that trailer gave me no mindset to play this game. I couldn't even find out how to dash with the red sword. I still think the demo was fun. Just a bit flawed. The biggest flaw I had with the game is the buddy system. You have the choice to switch from the main character to a dog that follows beside you. My problem is that this game has no need for the buddy system. You can just have the main character and it would change nothing. Swapping to the dog seems more of a hindrance than anything else. What I liked about the demo was both the game feel and visuals. The visuals look phenomenal, and they really give off the feeling of a coloring book. Finally, the game feels so good to control. It doesn't control perfectly, but this game feels awesome to play, so I'll definitely pick this up. I'm just not expecting anything amazing. Endinger Odyssey, as number 4 on this list. This game is the most early in development on the entire list, but it still shows a lot of potential. It looks like Paper Mario combat replicated with its own spin. I really like the character designs, and everything feels like it's going to be a Paper Mario fan's dream. Number 3. The Donnerwald Experiment, Chapter 3. Early access games are a mixed bag for me. On one hand, they helped make masterpieces like Dead Cells, but on the other hand, they led to terrible games like Hello Neighbor. But for this game, I'm actually rather positive. The Donnerwald experiment looks great. The art style looks really good, having a good blend of pixelated anime with unique and creepy storybook-like aesthetics. I love the atmosphere, and the character of the Scissor Demon feels like a creepy and intriguing villain.
Be nice and pretty and wait for me till I come back. So proclaimed she. Gotcha!
I believe it's still in early access, so I recommend checking it out. Number 2, Tracks of Thought. This game has my favorite art style out of everything in the Paperverse Direct. The colors really pop, and the character designs look great. The gameplay looks like a simple conversation card game, but it seems like the story and art style will carry this game, and that's not a bad thing. Number 1, Morgrimera, Disciple of Order. I have a particular taste. I love creepy and Lovecraftian atmospheres, but I also adore adorable and creative characters. Morgrimera mixes all that with one of my favorite RPGs ever. I was watching Paperverse just for games like Paper Mario. Morgrimera gave me so much more. The trailer had an amazing narration with a setting around sacrifice and creation and fear.
And you'll be on your way to becoming a star student. Abominations, Grimera, they are also becoming more hostile at night.
The game's main plot revolves around the main character being a magic student who has to create a party member and sacrifice them when they are vanquished. The battle system looks great, and the art looks incredible. If you love Paper Mario, keep an eye on this one. I loved Paperverse because it gave a ton of new indie games the spotlight they needed. I hope you enjoyed my list, and I hope you enjoyed episode 4 of Media Dump Theater.